got the strings back into the saddles, but now the base plate of the tremolo is not level to the body. So before I move forward with the setup, I want to adjust the tremolo stopper in the back cavity to lower the angle of the base plate, so the base plate comes level to the body. The extra spring in the back cavity, and if you'll notice, the base plate of the tremolo is level to the body. The extra spring is holding good tension on the bridge, so now I can do my intonation and initial tuning. Don't panic, floating guys. We'll refloat at the end, and if you're a block guy, we're going to leave it blocked. So this position where I'm locked right now, we're going to call ground zero, because everything's going to be intonated and in tune at ground zero. So let's start. The first thing I want to do is set the fine tuners to 50% of their range. And the best way to find 50% of their range is take the E, E saddle, turn it all the way in. Take the D saddle, turn it all the way out. Use the A saddle to find the middle between the E. So if the E is all the way down, the D is all the way out, I use the A to find the middle between them, and then I set everything to the same height as the A, roughly. This is not rocket science. So I have room to tune between them. So now everything's set to 50% on the fine tuners. The bridge is blocked and stable, level to the body. Now we're going to tune and intonate the guitar. Get a rough tuning so everything is close. Now if you tune to half step here, tune it down to E flat. If you tune to drop whatever, tune it to the tuning that you play in. I'm going to tune. Joe, how do you like your guitar?
Standard.
440. The guitar is in tune to the open position. The bridge is still blocked, and the way I know it's blocked is if I push down on it, it doesn't change tune. It's nice and steady, which is a good stable work environment. Now I'm going to intonate. This is the key. I'm going to intonate the low E string first. I'm going to tune the string open. I'm going to play the 12th harmonic, and then I'm going to fret the 12th note. The difference between the 12th harmonic and the fretted note will determine which way I move the saddle. If the fretted note is sharper than the harmonic note, I'm going to move the saddle away from the nut. If the fretted note is flatter than the harmonic note, I'm going to move the saddle closer to the nut. And a good rule of thumb how I do this is, I use the needle on my tuner. I always have the guitar off to the left, the headstock off to the left. Sharper, move it away from the nut. Flatter, move it to the nut. So let's see where this is. So open E, 12th fret harmonic E. I'm watching my tuner the entire time. Fretted E. The fretted E was sharper than the harmonic E. So here's how you're going to make these adjustments. Pretty simple. Take the tension off the string. Give yourself a little room to work. I'm going to loosen the saddle mounting screw. I'm going to pull the saddle back a hair. Tighten the screw back down. Tune it back up to E. Open E. harmonic E, fretted E, same note. The E string is intonated. Repeat across all 6 strings. And just in case you missed it, I'm going to show you on the A string as well. Open A, harmonic A, 12th fret, fretted A, 12th fret, slightly sharp. Watch how fast I do this. Take the tension off your A string, loosen the saddle mounting screw, slide it back a hair, tighten it back up, tune back up to A, harmonic A, 12th fret, fretted A, dead on, intonated A. Repeat 4 more times. Not too difficult. Don't let that guy at the music store tell you how hard it is, because he doesn't know. This one will be off. Okay. Once you go through all 6 strings, get them all intonated and in tune. If you like your bridge blocked, meaning that it doesn't float, but it'll still go down, your setup is done. Here's the trick that nobody quite gets. Even if you're a floating guy, block the bridge for your string change and setup. Now I'm going to show you how to refloat the bridge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the extra spring, and then I'm going to take the tremolo stopper and disengage it. This will cause the guitar to go wildly out of tune. Do not panic. I'll show you how to fix it. So, double check my tuning one last time. I'm going to take one spring out. I'm going to disengage the tremolo stopper. I'm going to, follow me, I'm going to tune the A string open by adjusting the spring tension screws. I'm going to get my screwdriver right in there. I'm going to hold the guitar just like this. I'm going to pluck the A string. It should go sharp. Slightly off. I'm tuning with the screwdriver, just one string. Once the A's in tune, you're floating. And in tune. Put your bar back in. In tune. FloydUpgrades.com. Big blocks, titanium blocks, L blocks, titanium saddles, tremolo stoppers. Check it out.